What's up, YouTube? Yeah, you haven't seen me around because I haven't really been around. I haven't been doing much. Couple things here. This is just a quick update video. I won't take too long. The other thing is I apologize for the stupid big microphone here in the video, but the other one really doesn't sound good here in my living room, so this is all I have. The other thing is the sun keeps going in and out of the clouds, and I'm not going to keep adjusting the ISO of the camera, so if this goes dark or bright, I'm sorry. This is just an informational video, okay? No critique is needed here. I'm alive. I'm still here. I'm still doing okay, like in terms of like being alive. I'm maintaining my physical health for the most part. I'm doing some physical fitness here in the apartment. I do some resistance training, and occasionally I get on my bicycle here when I feel confident to get in the elevators in my building. But yeah, like photography wise, not so much. Like there's no photo shoots going on. I have not been to a wedding at all. It's been almost a full year since I've been to a wedding. Let's let that sink in for a minute. Someone who's done this for 10 years full time, who averages 30 weddings a year, have not been to a wedding now in almost a year. It's crazy. Last wedding was this past March. My next scheduled wedding is March 13th of this year. Hopefully it's a go. So it looks like it's going to be 80 to 100 people, half indoor, half outside kind of a venue. Masks hopefully will be worn. I'm excited and nervous all at the same time for obvious reasons. I am not in this camp of people that just go and live their life in spite of COVID and hope for the best. I'm very cautious and calculated with things that I do. My groceries are delivered here to my house through a service in Miami. I don't leave the apartment and go to like any public areas or anything like that. We're very cautious because we have to be, and that's what I believe in. And that's okay because that's what I believe in. You may be different. You may be very like, more of a risk taker and don't mind getting in airplanes and going to weddings. And, I was talking to a photographer here in Miami last month. She shot a wedding here locally, 200 people, no masks were being worn. And she was even blown away. She had two masks on, but none of the guests, of course, bride and groom, no masks at all day. And that was here in Miami. And to me, that's ludicrous. I think that's insane. I think that's borderline like reckless endangerment. And I have an issue with that. And I don't mind getting on camera here and saying it because I think that's wrong. I don't think we should be doing that. I think things should be small and spaced out, and we need to be smart. So although I don't have business, I'm also understand and I get it. And I don't want to shoot a 200-person wedding right now with no masks. I don't want to shoot a 200-person wedding with masks. Like even that's not a guarantee. I want this mess to go away. I'm hoping this year, 2021, the vaccine, the next 3 to 4 months starts to get more normalized, and we get the herd immunity and things really truly start to look a little bit more normal. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I think I put it in pretty good perspective when I said that 2020 was the shit year that this whole thing started. That was the year of COVID. 2021 this year is going to be like the road to recovery. I don't think this is going to be a normal year at all. I think we still have several months of like getting things to that direction. I think 2022 may be the first year where things really start to kind of get really back to normal. But that's, I think, a full year away. I do. And I mean that in all senses. I mean that in terms of financial, in terms of photography, in terms of lifestyle, like really getting back to normal. Where masks are a little less common than what they are right now, right? So that's what I think, and I hope I'm wrong and things are faster, but that's sort of what I forecast. For me personally, financially, I'll be transparent with you. I have been able to get rid of most all of my debt through this mess, which has been a blessing. So I'm able to live very cheaply at the moment. Well, as cheaply as possible. With that being said, I've got maybe 6-7 months in me of float time before I would have to kind of look at other options here for making money. So right now I'm really buying time. I'm really buying hope that in that time frame that inquiries for weddings, at least for future dates, start to materialize and come my way. So I can continue doing what I've done for the last 10 years full time, and that will continue my oiled machine that I have perfected here. And that would be my ideal. It is not my intention to have any other type of career. But if it does come to that, then it comes to that. And I got to be honest with you, at first I was very resentful, especially when this stuff was unfolding here earlier in the year about that very thing, as I know many creatives probably have been. A lot of you are like, oh my God, I have to do this or I'm going to die. This is my livelihood and my career. And all those things are true. But I'm not going to die. I'm going to be just fine. And it doesn't matter if I do photography or anything else I choose to do for a career or am forced to do. I will be just fine. I am going to continue being very physical fit and healthy. I'm going to continue to be as optimistic as I possibly can and find the bright side to all of this. And I am going to continue to look at the bigger picture of things, because ultimately that's what matters. And we're all going to die one day. So it really comes down to time and how we want to spend that time. And that's really it, for sure. Yeah. So I hope that this all goes away. I have a Patreon page, by the way. I almost forgot to say, this is not a plug. Well, okay, this is a plug for my Patreon page. Link below if you haven't already checked it out. I have a few people in there now. They're getting a hell of a value. It's like $10 a month starting, okay? And for that amount of money, I'm teaching you everything that I know about photography. Like, this was the most logical thing for me to do in my position, is to have something here to give back to you guys in exchange for a little bit of money here. And that donation monthly, by the way, helps me out immensely. Like, it just does. You may not think, you may log in there and be like, oh, there's only like, a few people that are doing it. It matters. It helps. It helps pay for groceries. It helps pay for childcare for me. For my son's school, like, that's also expensive. It helps. Like, any of that stuff helps right now. But I'm not here to beg for money. I'm here to offer value, and there's a lot of good stuff in there, and you can check it out yourself. And if you want to learn more about lighting, and you want me to get into detail, and you want me to diagram photo shoots, and you want me to do podcasts on topics that I'm never going to make videos about because they're too embarrassing or they're too complicated or too personal, this is where you want to be. This is the whole purpose of a page like that. It's the Patreon page. It's raw, it's honest, it's true, it's to the point. It's really, I think, the most incredible thing. And I personally love it. I think that's awesome. End of plug. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Link below. It's up to you. Yeah, so that's it. So that's what I'm working on. I am working and I am planning. My niece, who lives like 10 miles away, she's 12 years old. And there's actually a very creative photo shoot that I'm in the midst of planning, which I think should turn out pretty amazing. I will see what I can do to get some behind the scenes video of that. With the social distance, my assistants, by the way, want nothing to do with photo shoots or weddings right now either. They're very like me, very worried about that. So that's been hard. So I'll see what I can do here with my wife or something, holding a camera, maybe even my son at this point. I think I can probably put him to work, just to kind of show what I'm doing, because it'll be fun. It's something that I want to do. It's my idea. And it's something that is definitely, I think, pretty unique, and especially here in Miami. So anyway, I'm going to try to put that together in the coming weeks. Maybe that'll be something to look forward to, I hope. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Be well. If you guys have questions or you want to share your COVID photography stories, let me know below. I will respond to every one of those comments. Share with me, how has this year been? Are you photographing weddings? Do you know someone that is? What are some of the stories that are out there? I thirst for more industry knowledge on weddings, because I have you may not think it, but I have a very limited range of people, that I actually speak with. There's 6 people that that are my core people that I'll check in with to sort of, test the waters of what's going on in the industry. But other than those 6 people, it comes down to you guys. So let me know, what are your experiences with COVID? How are things going for you in your photography business? I would love to hear about it, and I'd love to know. Yeah, so I'm here for you. And you guys, be safe, be smart. Be smart. I think that's really what it is. I think I'm tired of hearing be safe. So let's change it. Let's be smart. How about that? So be smart, and that means make intelligent decisions in every situation that you come faced with. Just do that. And I think we're all going to be good. All right, that's it for this update. I'm not going to make it any longer than necessary. I'll talk to you guys as soon as I can. Thanks so much. I love you all. Hang in there with me. Don't unsubscribe. one day this is all going to snap back. All right. Love you guys.